Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to this episode of We Know Football. My name is Billy,
No, I'm Tyler.
and we are going to do a live mock draft this episode, and we're going to analyze it as we go along. So I've used the Sleeper app before. I've used it for the first time last year, and we wanted to do a mock draft where we don't have to wait for other people to pick, really. So it's more like an auto draft, but like an educated auto draft. So that's what we're going to do. Bear with us because I did you do one on this yet, Tyler?
Yeah, I've done it on here. I mean, it's better than being with randos, and at least this way we'll be able to like really break down each pick that we make. We'll have more time to talk and whatnot. And I think it's actually smarter than that Fantasy Pros app. But I mean, we'll see.
You think it's smarter than Fantasy Pros?
I think so. And like I've watched like some of the like the big YouTubers and shit that do fantasy shit, and this is what they use. So
Okay.
hopefully it'll be all right.
All right, sweet. So in the league that I run, Tyler has the eighth pick, and I have the fifth, and that's where we're going to be drafting today. Let me just get a few more things set up, guys. I don't know. So anybody watching, or I should say listening on Spotify and Anchor, this might be not as great of an episode just to listen to, but we are going to analyze and talk about things like as we're drafting. So don't just click off or get discouraged. It's going to be a good episode still.
Yeah, and we're gonna break down each pick. So I mean, obviously this stuff's gonna auto draft, and we'll tell you like what players are gone and what we're looking at. So it's still gonna be good.
Right. We might miss a few picks, but we'll pretty much say like who goes where and whatnot. And also, I just wanted to throw out there anybody who is watching live or watches this afterwards on Twitch, the reason that this episode is taking place on a Thursday is because we are not going to be able to record next week. So we are pre recording. This episode will still come out on Spotify and Anchor next Tuesday.
Absolutely. Also apologize that to those watching on Twitch, you can't see these beautiful faces today.
I apologize for the sound issues in the previous episodes. We were still working on that. I'm hoping it's better now.
Man, this is an apology podcast right now.
Right.
So you're getting more stuff set up?
We're good to go actually.
Oh, all right. So I'll hit start mock draft and we'll get right into it. Unless there's any news you wanna hit or anything.
Julio Jones is number 85.
Danny Amendola retired.
Nothing big since we
Uh,
got together last.
yeah, nothing. It's only been 2 days.
Right.
So yeah, we'll just hop into it then and start mock draft. We'll see what happens. Wow.
All
Okay.
right. So where to my pick?
Well, wow. Well, maybe this isn't as smart as I thought.
Yeah. For the sake of the podcast, guys. So Jonathan Taylor didn't go one. He didn't go two. He didn't go three, and he didn't go four.
Wow. Huh.
So for the sake of realism, I'm gonna take Dalvin Cook.
I mean, I feel like we should almost just back out and redo this.
You wanna? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, because that doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, for those that aren't seeing it, Austin Eckler went one, McCaffrey went two, Cooper Cup went three, Derrick Henry went four, and Jonathan Taylor's still on the board. So that makes no sense at all. So
And
we're just
that's
gonna,
not gonna happen in our league.
yeah, no, that we're not gonna do that. So we got some technical difficulties going on here. Draft settings. Or wait, actually, can we just go back into it and change the fuck is going on? Can you like restart? Technical difficulties here,
It says
guys.
Jonathan Taylor's 4 now.
Yeah, it's all fucked up here. Okay, here we go. All right, we're just gonna change the shit manually. Okay, let's resume and see what it does. Jonathan Taylor goes 1, Eckler goes 2, McCaffrey goes 3, Henry goes 4. That's more realistic. Now we're good.
All right. So, yeah, Taylor 1, Eckler 2, McCaffrey 3, Henry 4. I'm going to take Dalvin Cook.
Okay. Any thought on anybody else? Or just easy?
The only other one I'd take is Najee. I want to run him back.
Yeah, no, I agree. Okay. So yeah, the next two pick. Well, that doesn't make any sense either, but we'll just keep rolling with it. Justin Jefferson goes 6th, and then Cooper Kupp goes 7th. So I'm at the 8th pick, and I'm left with Najee Harris. And I mean, if that happened in real life, I'm gonna be extremely happy with that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and draft Najee Harris with my first pick. And now hopefully we'll get into a little more realistic, I would hope. At 9, Jamar Chase went at 9. Devontae Adams went 10. Stephon Diggs went first in the second round. Then Joe Mixon, so I'm back on the clock. And here's where it might get a little interesting. So the rankings, which I'm not going to follow, says I should draft Travis Kelce. That's simply just not going to happen. Um, at this point, there isn't really a receiver that I'm like too high about. So, what do you think about that?
I mean, DeAndre Swift is still there.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm looking at. I mean,
For
it'd
me,
be
it'd
nice.
be Swift or Lamb.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to have gotten a better receiver, but yeah, I'm not passing up DeAndre Swift, so I'm going with Swift.
And then it went Travis Kelce after Swift and CeeDee Lamb. This is a tough spot.
Yeah, that is tough. So you already got Delvin Cook. Wow. Man, I got Josh Allen high. Um, yeah, I really don't know who you're gonna take here.
Because to be honest with you, I don't want Tyreek.
Yeah. So yeah, the one people listening on Spotify, it says that he should draft Nick Chubb, and then it has Tyreek Hill, Mark Andrews, Josh Allen, Amara, etc.
I
Um,
took Nick Chubb.
really? Wow.
Yeah, I got a plan to see if it's going to work.
All right.
And it did. Because now I'm going to take who I was hoping was still on the board. Oh, wait. Uh, okay, so after my pick, Mark Andrews, Tyreek Hill, Josh Allen, Alvin Kamara, Samuel, Saquon, Aaron Jones, and Mike Evans went.
Well, let's just say that Saquon Barkley better not go before Aaron Jones in any draft that takes place in this entire year. I mean, that doesn't make any sense at all. So let's
No,
just get that
that's,
right out
yeah.
of the way.
So I'm
But
going to take this guy, and then when we get back around to me, I'm going to explain who I thought I was going to take at this pick.
okay. All right.
Because for
Then
a second, I thought about reaching on him.
all right. So yeah, Bill took Keenan Allen with his third pick. So he's setting up a pretty good team here. Delvin Cook, Nick Chubb, Keenan Allen. After he took Keenan Allen, AJ Brown came off the board. Then Javonte Williams. So that leaves me. And I have Najee Harris and DeAndre Swift. And I kind of hate you right now because I mean I was kind of thinking that Keenan Allen would come to me.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
if I was you, I know who I'd take.
yeah.
Yeah,
There,
because this is the guy that I would be hoping to come back around to me in the fourth round.
really.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, basically everybody on here is running backs, and I mean I don't want Fournette. I'm not drafting three straight running backs. I'm just not gonna do that.
If I was you, I'd
Um,
take Michael Pittman.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna hope Pittman comes back around because I'm going Deontay Johnson.
Oh yeah, you got a quick pick anyways.
Yeah. So yeah, it comes back around. Kyle Pitts went after my Deontay Johnson pick, then James Conner, Leonard Fournette, Justin Herbert. So that leaves me with I'd say it's a pretty easy pick. I'd take Pittman.
Think
Yeah,
about
I'm
the
pretty
year that he had with Carson Wentz, and now think about the year he's gonna have with Matt Ryan.
yeah, he's gonna be a beast. He's a huge target. I mean, there's no reason that he shouldn't go off. And man, I'm setting up a pretty good team right here. I'm pretty happy with this so far.
All right, so now we're back around to me, and they want me to take Zeke, which isn't happening. But I know yeah, I know I'm gonna take wide receiver. So I really don't want T Higgins. I think they rank him way too high.
I agree. So who you looking at? Yeah, are you looking at DK
No, it's between
or
McLaurin and
Terry?
DJ Moore.
Okay. Hmm.
I took Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, that's what I was leaning more towards. I agree with that. And now you come back around.
But I also feel like Jalen Waddle
Hmm.
could have a good year.
So you had it narrowed down with your last pick between McLaurin and DJ Moore. T.
And
Higgins came off the board. George Kittle, Brees Hall, Ezekiel Elliott, Darren Waller, Antonio Gibson, Cam. This is another one. Antonio Gibson should not go before Cam Akers in anybody's league, but regardless, Lamar Jackson. Now you're back on the clock, and the guy that you were picking between is still there.
right,
So
and I also started thinking about how Jalen Waddle could have a good year. Nah, I
no,
think I'm still going with. Would you go DJ Moore or would you go
uh,
Sutton
I'm honestly I'm looking at DK Metcalf and thinking I don't know, but
even with
honest,
Drew Lock?
yeah, I mean he's still pretty talented. And he's easily the best receiver on that team. Jalen Waddle is not even a thought in my mind. I mean, he's not even the best target on his team. Tua sucks. My my pick would probably be DJ Moore,
So DK
but
finished last year with 243 fantasy points, and DJ Moore finished with only 143. Or, I'm sorry, 236. I was looking at standard.
oh, okay.
So the difference isn't that big. And if Baker starts, DJ should have a better year.
Yeah, and that's pretty big. DJ Moore, he's good in PPR. He gets a lot of targets. So so Bill took DJ Moore, then Travis Etienne came off, then DK Metcalf. I probably would have taken DK Metcalf here. So I'm up. I got Najee Harris, DeAndre Swift, Deontay Johnson, Michael Pittman. So basically, my starting positions are already done. Um, it's saying to take Jalen Waddle. That's not happening. Then it says Josh Jacobs. Absolutely not. Um, hmm. This is tough. I'm thinking between J.K. Dobbins, Sutton, and Mike Williams. Mm,
You
Hmm.
said J.K., Sutton, and Mike Williams.
Yeah, those are the three that I'm picking between right now.
Out of those three, I'd take Sutton.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was leaning more towards. Sutton looks like he should be the number one target for Russell Wilson, so definitely, yeah, gonna go Sutton on that. What tight ends are gone? Okay, so I'm back around. Jalen Waddle went. Josh Jacobs, Jerry Judy, Marquise Brown. Hmm. So the same ones I was thinking of taking are still there, but now I'm thinking I might want to go tight end. What round are we in? This is
Should be
round
six.
six. Yeah, round six. I mean, I feel pretty good about taking a tight end in round six because by the time it comes back around, the guy that I want, I think, will be gone. So I'm taking Dalton Schultz. Mm.
All right, so Dobbins and Hawkinson went after Dalton Schultz went. Now, is it worth it for me to take Dallas Goedert or Zach Ertz? Or should I say those guys that I wanted? Because I would have wanted Schultz or Hawkinson. Do I
Yeah,
just go and draft another wide receiver? But
I would certainly hold off on a tight end.
yeah,
I think at this point.
but
Yeah, I think.
you could also look at it as that's your starting lineup right there. You want your
Mm,
starters to be
yeah, yeah. I mean, because you already got. Yeah, but I don't know. I think Goddard would come back around. But I guess it. I mean, who would you? What receiver would you take? Mike Williams, Brandon Cooks.
yeah, probably Brandon Cooks, or I could take another running back.
Who are you looking at for that?
Miles Sanders, Dylan, and I don't want to take Kareem Hunt this early. I want to take him as my backup, but not this early, obviously.
Yeah. Well, that throws another thing into it too. Because if you want Kareem Hunt and you want Dallas Goddard, um, I don't. I don't see how you can.
Well, how about this?
How you
I'll
can
take
do that.
I'll take another wide receiver, and then if Dallas Goedert gets picked in the meantime, I'll just grab Zach Ertz in the
Yeah.
next round.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't see anything wrong with that. Brandon Cooks.
And there we go. So
Well,
after
what?
I Oh, go
That
ahead.
worked out perfect.
Yeah, so after I took Cooks, Williams went, Burrow went, Mike Williams that is. Mari Cooper went, Allen Robinson, Dak Prescott, Miles Sanders, and Chris Godwin and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So now
Hmm.
I'm gonna take Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, it worked
Or
out pretty
do
good for you.
or do I want to take Ertz because there's less targets in Arizona this year?
Mm.
I'm taking Zach Ertz.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I definitely would have went Dallas Goddard.
Would you?
Yeah, I would have. Well, I wanted to ask you this though. What was there any like battle in your head between Brandon Cooks and Mike Williams, or was that pretty easy?
Pretty easy. I already have Keenan Allen.
Oh shit, that's true. Yeah, and you don't want to stack them up. All right, so Bill took Zach Ertz, and Kareem Hunt went. So there goes that dream, and then Kyler Murray's gone. So that leaves me, and I'm seeing some good stuff here. Um, Elijah Mitchell, no, I'm not drafting him. Amon or St. Brown, pretty good option. AJ Dillon, good option. Michael Thomas, I'm not falling into that trap again.
Nope.
Um, I'm taking Jalen Hurts. You heard it in the past episode. Jalen Hurts is the man. and it comes back around, and I'm still going to get the guy that I wanted, Amon-Ra St. Brown. So A.J. Dillon went, Ken Walker went, Elijah Mitchell, DeAndre Hopkins. So I get Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm fucking loving this team.
Dude, we did not talk about I was listening to something today and we did not talk about this guy at all in our quarterback section because I mean he wasn't in the top 10. But dude, Trey Lance could have a great year.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot of buzz lately, man.
He can
And
run, dude.
exactly. That's the thing. I mean, I could see it. It's just he's kind of got like the same thing for me going on that like Justin Fields had. I mean, obviously Trey Lance didn't see a lot of time last year, but the time that he did get, nothing like blew me away. So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know, but I mean, he could easily have a really good year.
Yeah. I mean, I think he could be a quarterback to steal in the draft.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, he's a second year quarterback. I don't, yeah, taking over for, I mean, it's almost kind of like a little Patrick Mahomes-esque. Nobody thought Patrick Mahomes was going to do anything when he took over.
Right?
So I don't know.
So okay, so Tyler took Amon-Ra St. Brown, then Michael Thomas went, then Damian Harris went. I took Tom Brady. Darnell Mooney, Thielen, Juju, Drake London, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goddard, Rashad Bateman, Trey, is it Trey Burks? Trayton Burks?
Traylon.
Traylon Burks. And now it's up to me again. So
Hmm.
I still only have my starting running backs, but I feel that
Ooh.
receivers, I see that receiver depth is more important.
Okay. Yeah.
So if I pass on Cordarrelle Patterson or Tony Pollard, Melvin Gordon's still on the board.
Or the guy that has the fourth best odds, fourth, right, to lead the league in rushing, Rashad Penny. He's still
True.
available. So you could always get him if I don't take him.
Speaking of Rashad Penny, I also heard something today. I want to get Kenneth Walker in my leagues because they talked about how well Rashad Penny played at the end of the year last year, but also how much he gets hurt. And if he gets hurt, Kenneth Walker's the only guy there.
I have to totally disagree with that because I saw something that was like exactly opposite to that.
Really?
The Seahawks have the worst offensive line in the entire league. They have no good quarterback. The team sucks. I mean, you can make an argument that the Seahawks are the worst team in the league. The only thing that's saving them is that they do have talented players. They have DK Metcalf. Basically, they have DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. That's what's saving them from being considered the worst team in the league. But they have the worst offensive line in the league. And Ken Walker, he poses zero receiving threat, like at all. So I don't know. I think it's Rashad Penny's job. And well, if he gets hurt, maybe that changes. But I don't know. I'm not big on Kenneth Walker.
That's valid.
So
Trying to decide between Gabriel Davis and Hunter Renfro.
mm, that's tough. I mean, they're pretty comparable, really.
Like,
Renfro
how
coming
much
off
is
a
Josh
good
Allen really
year.
going to throw to Gabriel Davis?
Mm, yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, Renfro is probably better. I mean,
Yeah, I took
yeah,
Renfro.
he's more of a security blanket for Derek Carr than Gabriel Davis is for Josh Allen. But let's see what we got. Elijah Moore went after that. Then Gabriel Davis, he's gone. So I'm back up. And I'm realizing too that I haven't drafted any more running backs. So that's a little concerning. But looking at what we got here, I'm not really loving much, to be honest.
There's two guys I see on the board for running backs that I would take. Three, actually.
Uh, I'm assuming Tony Pollard is one of them. Melvin Gordon, because you already said that. Hmm. Honestly, I'm gonna take Tony Pollard, hoping that the other guy that I want comes back around.
James Cook or Amadre Stevenson.
Neither of them. So the guy came back around. Devin Singletary went after Pollard, then Lockett, then Patterson, then Brandon Ayuk. Fuck Brandon Ayuk. I'm not drafting Brandon Ayuk in any league. Fuck him. He burnt me so bad last year. So the guy that I wanted, and I mean this basically, I just went on about how the Seahawks suck and their line is terrible, and we kind of clowned on Rashad Penny in the last episode, but I'm taking Rashad Penny.
I don't think it's a bad pick.
I mean, he's the number one back on an NFL football team, and he played really well at the end of last year. So
And I took Melvin Gordon. That was easy. So after he took Penny, James Cook, Olave, Melvin Gordon, Wilson, Chase Edmonds, Robert Woods, Russell Wilson, Knox, Matt Stafford. Wow. Matt Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, Michael Carter, and now we're back to me.
okay,
And
you
I
are
what
you are so deep at receiver right now.
what round are we in?
This is
11.
round 11.
This is where I'm gonna take my first defense, or my only defense.
Golly, damn, I wasn't expecting that.
I took the Bills defense. I mean, look at it, man. What else do I have to build on other than people who are just gonna be bench stashes?
Yeah, I mean, might as well go ahead and get your starting lineup filled out. If there's nobody that you're in love with, then I mean, I got no problem with that.
Right.
Um, so Chase Claypool went, then Christian Kirk. If Christian Kirk was still here, I'd take Christian Kirk. We talked about it in the last episode. I'm big on Christian Kirk. Dude got a bunch of money. He wasn't lighting the world on fire in Arizona, but I think he'll play good. So I'm back on the clock here, and I don't know. I think this one's pretty easy. I'm taking Lazard.
Yeah, that's a good
I,
pick.
I'll take the upside, hoping that he'll really blow up, being the number one guy for Aaron Rodgers. So Pat Fryermuth went, then Russell Gage, then Mike Gesicki, and then Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones is a terrible pick. Why would anybody take Ronald Jones? Um, the guy that I wanted fell right into my lap, just like I wanted. It's Ramondre Stevenson. Easy. We're getting late into the draft here. You just got to take guys that have a lot of upside, and Ramondre Stevenson is one of them.
So after Stevenson, Trey Lance went, and then Derek Carr.
So time to take a kicker.
Exactly. So what am I gonna do?
Yeah, there's not a lot of. I mean, it's saying to take Christian Watson or whatever the hell his name is from Green Bay, and then Sky Moore, another rookie. I'm not. I don't love anybody in this. Well, actually, no. There's one that I would absolutely take right here, like without a doubt.
And the receivers?
No, not a receiver.
Then I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Oh wait, never mind. I was thinking
You
of
got
someone else, but now I know who you're talking about.
you gotta know who I'm talking about.
Rashad White.
No, no.
Alexander Madison.
Alexander Madison.
Okay, because
Yep.
that's at first what I thought you were talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking him with my next pick after this one.
Yeah.
That was already my plan.
Oh, okay. So what are you thinking here then?
Maybe Kadarius Toney
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
of the
I'm-
volume. Because of the volume.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I could see that. Or,
Oh
you could
my
take.
gosh, dude. You know who's still on the board? And I'm about to take him after. Oh, man. In 3 picks, I'm taking him. Unless you do.
Oh, okay.
So Tony, the tight end from Denver, Sky Moore, Christian Watson, Isaiah Spiller. Oh, Madison's gone.
Mm.
Wow.
That fucked up your deal there.
Yeah. Cole
Who is
Kmet,
it?
James Robinson, Kirk Cousins.
Man, who is it that you're talking about? Tyler Boyd?
Nah.
Oh, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily. I really don't know who you're talking about.
All right. So
Anyway,
honestly, I would probably take Rashad White here, but I'm gonna let Tyler get him, and I'm gonna take a chance on this rookie, Damian Pierce.
see, I don't know anything about Damian Pierce. You know anything about Damian Pierce?
I don't,
So we're really just throwing fucking darts right now.
but the
Yeah.
opportunity's there.
Yeah. I mean, there's nobody else in Houston. Didn't they? Did they have Ingram last year? Yeah, they
No, he
had
was in New
Ingram.
Orleans.
Did they trade him like midway through the year? Oh, you know who they had? No, they had Rex Burkhead.
Oh,
Fuck that guy. Anyway, so Bill took Damian Pierce, then Nahi Himes went, then Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup's useless. Anyway, I'm back on the board. I have. Let's see what my depth's looking like. I got I got 5 running backs and I got 5 receivers, tight end and a quarterback. We're not looking at tight end or quarterback for the rest of the draft.
what
Dalton
about a
Schultz,
defense?
a defense. I'm still gonna wait.
Yeah,
I probably wait till the last 2 rounds. Hopefully, there's somebody good there. Um, I mean, you pretty much already nailed it. I'm taking Rashad White right here. Just big potential, and
yeah,
that that we said it in the last episode. That's what you have to go with when you get late into these drafts. You're just looking at potential, and Rashad White, he's got a lot of it. So after he went, the best quarterback in the 2 best quarterbacks in the league went actually. Tua went, and then Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson, man, he's awesome. Um, then Tyler Boyd, then Jameson Williams, that probably won't even play. So I'm back up. And who am I gonna take? Hmm. Got a lot of guys that I don't love. Jarvis Landry sucks. I don't need a tight end, or I'd probably take Hunter Henry. Rondell Moore, I'm not big on him. Daryl Henderson is useless. This dude Dotson from Washington, I don't even know who that is. This Elgire dude from Atlanta, I have no idea who that is. I'm taking Jacoby Myers. It's a little bit of a bias pick right here, but I mean he is our #1 target. Actually, where do they have Devontae Parker ranked?
148.
Uh, watch out for Devontae Parker. I mean, you don't want to overrate like early practices and shit, but Mac Jones been throwing it to him a lot in practice. Anyway, I'm still gonna take Jacoby Myers here. He's a target hog, dude. And if he scores the amount of touchdowns that he should score, he's going to easily be in the top 20 in points with how many targets he gets.
He could have a really good year. So
Hopefully.
Gallagher from the Falcons went, then Hunter Henry. All right, you ready to see who I was looking at, Tyler?
Yeah, I'm ready for this. Oh, fuck.
McCole
Yeah.
Hardman, everyone.
Wow. Damn. Yeah, I have to take my defense and my kicker now. I have no picks left.
Then Daryl
Oh,
Henderson
fuck.
went, Rondell Moore, Scanling, Dotson, the Bucks, Justin Tucker, Evan McPherson and the 49ers defense. Honestly, I always take a kicker in the last round, but if McPherson was still there, I'd take him.
Oh, he's just cool as fuck, man.
And he's nasty.
Yeah. Man, I can't believe it. If you can get McCole Hardman in the 14th round in your league, he could win you your league.
For real, though.
Yeah, I mean that is like extreme value. Wow.
And I took Dearness Johnson just in
Dearness
case, because
Johnson.
obviously Kareem Hunt wasn't still there. So I just took Dearness Johnson because I have Nick Chubb.
That's a good pick. I like that. So yeah, I don't have anything cool to say because I had to take a defense and a kicker. So say Chargers defense. This
They
is one thing.
improved.
This is one thing I'll say. Just follow the rankings on defense because it's a crapshoot anyway. I'll go with the Chargers. You're right. I mean, they added Khalil Mack. They added J.C. Jackson. Yeah, that's pretty easy. And it comes around, what went? Just kickers and defense. I'm cool taking Tyler Bass. So that leaves you with. Oh, you didn't take Younghoe Koo? What
Oh,
the
I looked
fuck,
at him.
man? Oh, man, Nick Folk, when we signed Nick Folk, I thought that was like the worst thing ever. And he started out really bad for us. But dude, the last couple of years, he's been fucking automatic picking the fucking thing.
Well, if I get him on my
But
team, I hope he is.
yeah, really. So you want to just break down our teams then and kind of
Yeah,
look
I'll
at.
click on yours and then we'll highlight.
All right.
I'll highlight over yours while you're talking about it.
All right, so you want me to break it down?
Yeah,
All
go
right.
ahead.
So obviously my first pick I took Najee Harris. If I don't know what league is gonna have Najee Harris go eighth.
No league.
I I don't think any league's gonna have that. Also, the fact that Justin Jefferson went before Cooper Cup is just totally asinine. So I mean, they nailed it okay with the first five picks. I'm okay with how it went. Jonathan Taylor, Eckler, McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, and Dalvin Cook. But then for Justin Jefferson to go ahead of Cooper Cup is just unfucking believable. So yeah, Najee falls to me at 8. I couldn't be more happy about that. Comes back around. Would have been nice to be able to get Diggs, but I mean that's asking a lot. So I get DeAndre Swift. You can't be mad at that. He's a fucking beast, and I'm gonna be drafting him in a lot of drafts. So for my starting receivers, got I'm really happy with this. Deontay Johnson, Michael Pittman, Cortland Sutton. Not only are all three, they've already proved that they're good receivers and they can get the job done. But all three of these guys, maybe not so much Deontay Johnson, but Pittman and Sutton, the potential they have to have the best year of their career. I mean, it's great picks just off of potential alone.
Tremendous
So,
upside.
yeah, perfectly said. So I'm really happy with that. And then I took my tight end with Dalton Schultz. Another thing, it just the upside on Dalton Schultz. That's the only reason I took him over Hawkinson. I think Hawkinson's the better player. Like if I had my team, if I owned the team, I'd want Hawkinson over Dalton Schultz. But fantasy wise, Dalton Schultz has a lot more upside than TJ Hawkinson, in my opinion.
And he's in a better offense.
Exactly. So then I got my guy Jalen Hurts. Fucking ecstatic about that. He is the man. Then Amon St. Brown. This is a guy, Amon St. Brown. He could be in your starting lineup. I'd be okay with Amon St. Brown in my starting lineup. So to have him on my bench, They got Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard, big upside on him as well. Rashad Penny. Not so much upside, but he's just the lead back for his team. Alan Lazard, another big upside pick. Ramondre Stevenson, another big upside pick. Rashad White, another big upside pick. Jacoby Myers, another big upside pick. So just filling your bench with guys that have the potential to blow up is huge. Then I got the Chargers defense and Tyler Bass. So I mean, I'm fucking really happy with this draft.
That's a really good team.
Yeah.
If Najee
So,
wasn't there, who would you have taken?
well, like I said, I've been figuring that I'd get Justin Jefferson in most leagues, but I've done I've done like 3 or 4 mock drafts on this sleeper thing, and I've went running back in every draft because one of the running backs falls to me. So I don't think that's gonna happen in our drafts. I don't know if it's gonna happen in anybody's draft, but that's how it's gone for me. Running back, and then usually I'm able to get Keenan Allen in the third, but you took him before I could get to him. So I'm really happy with this.
I think after doing this mock draft, it kind of shows you have to go running back because the wide receiver depth is so deep.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we both didn't take a receiver until the third round, but I mean, we're so deep at receiver.
You got Michael
Like,
Pittman in the fourth round,
yeah, and that's a guy that could. I mean, he could easily be a top 5 receiver.
easily.
So yeah, I mean, when you can get Najee Harris and DeAndre Swift in your first 2 rounds, you can't pass that up.
I think it's a great team. I think you did a good job.
Thank you.
All right, so let me get it highlighted over mine. All right, so I got Dalvin Cook at 1. If he
Yeah.
stays healthy, he could be the best back in the league. Then I got Nick Chubb at 2. The only thing about Chubb that scares me is the injuries, but when he's healthy, he's a monster. So I'm comfortable with him as my RB2.
I was kind of surprised that you went with Nick Chubb. I was thinking that you were looking receiver with your pick, but I'm okay with Nick Chubb. I mean, he's talent wise. I mean, he's one of the best running backs in the league.
If it
So
wasn't Chubb, it probably would have been Debo.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Tyreek Hill going before Debo is fucking asinine too.
Yeah,
And,
you're tripping.
and who's drafted Mark Andrews in the second round? Is that a
Not
thing?
me.
I mean, anyway.
And then at 3, I took Keenan Allen, clear number 1 on his team in a loaded offense. Happy with that. McLaurin, I kind of had some ifs about. Like, I wasn't super happy about taking him, but he just got paid and he's due for a bounce back year. So I think that's a good pick for a WR2. And then DJ Moore for my flex spot. And then Brandon Cooks. So Keenan Allen is the one that I'm happiest about on my team as far as wide receivers go. But then McLaurin, Moore, and Cooks could all be starters.
Yeah, you just play the matchups with that,
Right.
and you'll be golden.
And then I took my tight end. I took Zach Ertz. Goddard was
Which
there, but I looked at the opportunity, the volume aspect, and with DeAndre Hopkins being out 8 games, I went with Ertz. Plus a full offseason to be in that offense now.
yeah, no, that could definitely help.
And then I took Brady with one of the most loaded offenses in football. I saw
Yeah.
Russell Wilson there. He was still there. But I went with Brady because of the amount of targets he has around him. And then I went with Hunter Renfrow, who,
Good
I mean,
depth.
yeah, with Devontae Adams being there, it's going to be a little harder for him, but him and Derek Carr have that connection. That's still a good pick. And then round 10, I got Melvin Gordon. That's crazy that I got Melvin Gordon in round 10.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, you look at some of the guys that went ahead of him, and I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, dude, that is unbelievable. Clyde Edwards-Helaire went before Kareem Hunt, AJ Dillon, Kenneth Walker, Damian Harris. I mean, I wouldn't draft Clyde Edwards-Helaire over any of them.
No, I don't want him at all.
No, fuck that. I mean, he shouldn't even get drafted at all. But yeah, Melvin Gordon, man, if Javonte Williams goes down, man,
So then I did reach for a defense. I took the Bills defense. And after seeing the Chargers defense there so late, I probably won't do that again.
yeah,
But it still worked out.
yeah, no, it worked out fine.
And I took Kadarius Toney, volume, best upside out of the receivers on that team. I mean, you can make the case for Galladay, but with how much he gets hurt, I'd rather have Toney, he also gets hurt, but he is younger. And then I took the rookie from Houston, the running back, Dameon Pierce, just solely on the fact that he's a rookie and on a shit team, so a lot of volume will be there. Hopefully, I mean, I like Marlon Mack, but hopefully
Oh, I
Pierce is the
forgot
guy.
he went there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then I took McCole Hardman in the 14th round.
That's the best pick of this whole draft.
The 14th pick.
I'm kind of
I
just I'm disgusted that I took Jacoby Myers when Nicole Hardman was sitting there. And
I will take
I took Alan Lazard in the 11th round. I would have taken McCole Hardman over Alan Lazard.
McCole Hardman in the 14th round in every league if he's there.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And then I I took Dearness Johnson because I have Nick Chubb. Obviously, I didn't get Kareem Hunt. I didn't really want to reach though because he goes early. And then I finished off with Nick Folk.
Yeah. So the only thing I worry with your team is the running back depth, but then again, I mean Melvin Gordon, that's pretty fucking good backup. Then the other two is more upside picks, but hopefully you wouldn't have to worry about it anyway, because Delvin Cook and Nick Chubb would be locked in your fucking lineup anyway.
Right.
So
I don't know whose team is better. I want to say yours.
uh yeah, I mean I'd probably go with mine. But
Your tight end is stronger.
yeah. And I mean honestly, I'd say starting lineup wise, we're really like not that far off at all. It's just a bench. I think my bench is way better than yours.
Probably because of Damian Pierce and Dearness Johnson.
Yeah, Dearness Johnson is. I mean, I understand that pick for sure,
It's like a security
but
blanket.
yeah, I mean that's not a guy that like you can. My guys, you could pretty much start any one of these guys on the bench beside Rashad White. I would say. Now you wouldn't feel great about it,
But you could in a
but
pinch.
you could in a pinch. Dearness Johnson, you're not starting him unless Nick Chubb's out. But I mean, that's why you drafted him anyway, so it's a totally different deal. But I'd say depth wise, I'm better. But starting lineup wise, it's pretty fucking close.
And I'm just taking a look at the other teams.
Yeah, seeing if any of them are any good. Um, well, team one has Jonathan Taylor, Alvin Kamara, Debo Samuel, Ezekiel Elliott, Darren Waller. I I don't like that. Kamara, he'll probably be just probably be suspended. Debo is even going to play. Ezekiel Elliott, he's going to decline. Darren Waller, I don't like him. So I don't like that team at all. The, team two, this is funny because the first receiver that team two took was Amari Cooper, and we talked about that. If Amari Cooper is a starter on your team, I'm really fucking worried.
Yeah, I like team 6 and 7.
6 and 7. Yeah, no, I do like those. So for the Spotify listeners, team six, their first 6 picks, they went Justin Jefferson. So they basically did the complete opposite of us. They went Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown. I mean, the first 3 picks went receiver. Then they took Mahomes, which is a reach. They, I mean, you could have gotten a better running back instead of reaching on Mahomes. But then they got ETN. I don't know. That's kind of worrying though to have ETN as your number one running back.
No, I'd be confident with him as my starting running back.
I'd be okay with him as my second starting running back, but
True. You just got to
eh,
hope that the points that your receivers are going to get you are going to outweigh.
yeah. But then they have TJ Hawkinson. I mean, that's a good pick. Yeah, I mean, just looking at it, that I guess you start Travis Etienne and Damian Harris, which
So
I mean,
let's use this as something that we can reference to about and I think it was last episode. Yeah, last episode. Uh this team would have been a million times better if they didn't take Patrick Mahomes at 4.
absolutely. Yeah, dude, if they could have gotten David Montgomery went the pick before they took Patrick Mahomes. If you add David Montgomery to this team, that's a better team than what we drafted.
What
But
a waste of a pick.
that's a terrible pick taking Mahomes.
You could have taken Brees Hall or Cam Akers.
That's exactly who I was looking at was Brees Hall. If I had Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown, Brees Hall, and ETN and Hawkinson, holy shit, I'm feeling good. And then the bench is pretty good too. I mean, if you had Kareem Hunt and Damian Harris on your bench, that. I mean, I like that. And then Elijah Moore has a lot of upside. Chris Olave. I mean, New Orleans, they spent a first round pick on the guy, so he's gonna get fucking targets. He's gonna get play time. Chase Claypool, I'm not big on him. The kicker is they took Derek Carr in the 12th round. So if you just didn't take Mahomes and waited till the 12th round to take Derek Carr, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Derek Carr being your starting quarterback.
Totally different team. You see what I'm saying, guys? Like, that is such a shit pick.
Fucking terrible.
Where did you take Jalen Hurts?
Took Jalen Hurts in the
Two
7th
rounds
round.
after.
3 rounds.
3 rounds after.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Russell Wilson went in the 10th round. Matthew Stafford went in the 11th round. Aaron Rodgers went in the 11th round. Like we said, Derek Carr went in the fucking 12th round. I'm fine with Derek Carr as my starter. If I wait till round 12 and get Derek Carr and load up on depth and skill position players, completely fine with that.
If you could redo the draft, would you have taken Hurts still?
Mm, yeah. No, I'm good with taking the quarterback round 7 and on,
But that's
depending on who
different.
you can
It's
get.
different, though, because you already have your core players.
Yeah, my lineup is already set. So for me to get Jalen Hurts, a guy that I think has the potential to be the number one quarterback in fantasy in the 7th round, when I already have all my running backs and receivers already figured out, yeah, I'm all over that.
It's crazy.
But I guess we could break down the team 7 too. Um, they took Cooper Cup with their first pick. Then they took Travis Kelsey, which I don't really know if I love that. But Javonte Williams, This is the team that took David Montgomery. And then they got DK Metcalf in the 5th round. Then they went for more depth at running back with J.K. Dobbins. And then they took Kyler Murray. Honestly, this is another team. I think they could have waited longer on a quarterback
Yep.
and gotten better depth. Because it starts going downhill after that. They take Kyler Murray, then they get Michael Thomas, which, I mean, guy hasn't played in 2 years. I mean, what are you going to get out of Michael Thomas? We have no idea. He should have been on my do not draft list. I am not drafting Michael Thomas. Absolutely not. Gabriel Davis, James Cook, Christian Kirk, and then they took Trey Lance in the 12th round. I mean, I don't know. I don't like Kyler Murray, but yeah, I don't know.
But you got Cup, Kelsey, Javante. So your starting receivers are Cooper Cup, Metcalf, and then you got Travis Kelsey. And
I
your
mean
starting running backs are Javante Williams and David Montgomery. Who are you starting at the flex? Gabriel Davis? Christian Kirk?
well,
Dobbins?
I guess J.K. Dobbins if he's healthy. I mean, this team has like no depth at all.
I damn sure wouldn't start him week 1.
J.K. Dobbins? Probably not.
I'd
No.
probably start Christian Kirk.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Michael Thomas, he's probably not even gonna fucking play week 1 either. So, yeah, I mean, the depth on that team is bad, real bad. I mean, this is a lot of guys that J.K. Dobbins has injury concerns. Is he gonna play week 1? Michael Thomas, is he gonna play week? Is he gonna play ever again? I have no idea. And then you go further down, Michael Gallup, is he playing week 1? Probably not. I don't know. It's just a lot of concerns on that team. But hmm, we definitely draft better than bots.
Yeah,
That's
we
for
do.
sure. Way better. Dude, hold on. Yo, this Team 10, you realize Team 10, their starting quarterback is Deshaun Watson. They only took one quarterback, and it was Deshaun Watson.
See, there's pros and cons to bots.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Holy shit.
Oh wow, they got
Whatever.
Elijah Mitchell in the 8th round.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good value.
But Diggs, Adams, James Conner, and Fournette, that's a good little lineup. And Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. But your starting quarterback is a guy that's not going to play.
Right.
But no, I mean, honestly, that's not too bad of a team. They got some depth, man. They took Kenneth Walker, which obviously we already been through that. I'm not a big fan. Uh, yeah, I mean that team has a lot of depth. Cordero Patterson, Russell Gage. I do not like the starting tight end, and obviously not the starting quarterback. But I don't know. That's a good example of a team that went for a lot of depth.
You think they're the 3rd best team after ours?
Mm, if you take if you drop Deshaun Watson and pick somebody up off waivers or whatever, then yeah. I mean, Deshaun Watson, he's not playing.
No.
So, Gesicki, I'm not so happy about that at tight end. But no, I mean, yeah, probably. I would say it's probably the 3rd best team. I don't like Team 9. Their starting running backs are Joe Mixon and AJ Dillon. I'm not big on that. Um, Team 4, their starting running backs are Derrick Henry and then Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Team 2 is awful.
Oh yeah, Team 2 is really bad. Yeah, Team 2 is the one that Amari Cooper is their number one receiver. I mean, holy shit. They have Amari Cooper, Juju Smith, Robert Woods, Christian Watson, and Marquez Valdes-Scantling. I mean, this is the exact opposite of upside.
Austin Eckler's their number one receiver.
Literally. Literally. They took so many running backs and they all suck ass. Austin Eckler, well, obviously Austin Eckler's good, but Saquon, injury concerns. Brees Hall, he'll probably be good. And then Antonio Gibson is useless, and Miles Sanders. I mean, why would you go with that many running backs that early? Your first receiver is Amari Cooper. That's insane.
Team 3's got a lot of upside.
They took McCaffrey, Hill, Aaron Jones. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean the receiver spot. That's the concerning part about that. But once you get Chris Godwin back, that's pretty good. Honestly, Aaron Jones, the more I like hear about him and look into him, Aaron Jones is going to be the number one receiver on the Packers. So Aaron Jones has a lot of upside.
Yeah, he damn well could be the best receiver on the Packers.
I mean, that's a guy I'd like to have him on my team, but with where I'm at 8, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, and with where he's going to.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't line up right, but maybe in a different league, I'd be happy with Aaron Jones. But no, that team definitely needed something else at receiver. But I mean, that team's not that's not terrible. But yeah, that's basically a breakdown of all the teams.
Yeah, I'd say this is a pretty good mock draft for us.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with it. Maybe I guess the next time we do a mock draft, we'll have to do it with random people. Get a different vibe, you know.
Yeah, and yeah, with actual people drafting rather than bots.
Yeah. I mean, that's not to say that actual people will do any better than these bots, but
Yeah, for real.
but give us a different result. But yeah,
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. This is going to be so anybody who watches on Twitch, this is next Tuesday's episode. I know I already said this, but this is next Tuesday's episode. The audio portion will be uploaded to Spotify and Anchor next Tuesday. But obviously Twitch is live, so we still did the recording we still did the live stream. So if anybody wants to go check out the previous broadcast and take a look at the draft as we are doing it and watching us analyze our teams after and get a look at the board, or if you just want to check out the Sleeper app, go to the Twitch. The link is in the, not the description, but the info about our podcast. And go check it out. Follow the Twitch. Turn your notifications on. And also go to that Discord link. Join the Discord. But you got any last words, Tyler?
I got nothing. I'm really happy with this team, and this was fun.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in, guys, and we will see you. Well, this is gonna come out Tuesday, so how about I just say we'll see you next time?
Yeah, see you next time.
All right, see you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace.